Love this music right here on the IGN right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Capcom E3 Showcase live reaction. Let's hope this doesn't disappoint. Okay, we've had a real weird Monday for E3, so let's let's hope this hits the numbers. Guys, what are you looking forward to? What are you excited about for Capcom? Ryan, let's start with you.
Literally, everything they've announced is games I will play. Monster Hunter, Ace Attorney, Resident Evil 8 DLC. That's all my kind of stuff.
See, I thought you were gonna go with everything that we see here. I am not excited for at all.
This is the showcase I'm hyped for other than Nintendo.
Okay, cool. John, what about you?
I'm mostly a fan of like classic, especially mid 2000s Capcom stuff. I'm always like fingers crossed for an Okami 2, or I'm a realist, so like I want a new Beautiful Joe game, but I would be so happy to just be able to play 1 and 2 on the Switch.
Could you imagine? Either of those I would love, John.
Yeah, like I've never beaten them. I just have had a shit ton of fun playing the first 2 levels and never getting past the 3rd one.
Yeah.
And I would actually put the effort into beating them if they put them on new platforms. I was a big fan of Mega Man Battle Network. Right. They have gone through every Mega Man like sub-franchise, like Classic, Mega Man X, Mega Man Zeros. They've put all of them on every modern platform. So I feel like the next logical step is Mega Man Battle Network on Switch, or on everything. But, like, RPGs are just the most fun on Switch. So, those are what I'm hoping for. But, like, everything else Capcom has been doing brand new-wise has been super good. Monster Hunter is great. You know, everything's good.
RE8 was great.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What about
Street Fighter 5 didn't start out great, but now it's good.
Cristian, what are you excited for?
I think much like Ryan and John have kind of talked about, I'm hoping for new entries in like series that I like, instead of just like adding stuff to pre-existing games right now.
Right.
Like I would love to see a new Mega Man game, or like John was saying right before we started streaming, a new Lost Planet would be hype.
Yeah.
Beautiful Joe. Yeah, just all these games I would love a new entry just to get my hands on, rather than just pre-existing stuff. So
guys,
here's hoping. Also, the My Hero game, if that's a possibility, just I'm manifesting it now.
Capcom isn't making that. Banda's gonna make it. That'll be tomorrow if you see it.
You're right. I'm sorry. You keep saying that, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, that would be at tomorrow's Bandai Namco show, which
is
somewhere around Nintendo's. Before or after, I can't remember which.
It's after. Nintendo starts us off at like 8 a.m.
Yep, unfortunately, with a Treehouse Direct after.
Sweet. It's at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yes, that's right. I am most excited for. Guys, hear me out on this.
Okay.
We've done Mega Man remasters. We did Mega Man 11, right? Am I correct? Let's go back to our roots, guys. Let's go back to Mega Man Legends. Give me a fucking remaster, you cowards.
Mega Man Legends, okay.
Give me a fucking remaster. Come on, guys.
I have a quick question for the group before it starts.
Yes.
Who's cooler, Mega Man or Bass?
Mega Man.
Bass.
And enjoy some of the craziest gameplay by the most skilled speedrunners on the planet. Tune in every Saturday for
music
a brand new
it's like bass.
Right.
If
you're not bass.
It's bass. I just think saying
bass. Sorry, thank you. Bass.
He does like a fish fin on his head,
so much cooler.
Custom original content
because it's
Proto Man.
Because it's bass and treble.
Videos and art.
Yeah.
He's the shadow.
Okay.
He's the shadow of the hedgehog of the Mega Man.
Yeah,
a whole lot more.
Definitely.
Be part of
Proto
the
Man is the
conversation
Knuckles.
throughout the year.
So
follow IGN on Instagram,
that's what I'm doing.
Twitter,
But also,
Facebook,
I would
TikTok,
like
and Snapchat.
Beautiful Joe remaster, please.
Yes. It's free money.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't like have any positive or negative feelings, you look at Joe and you're like, I'd play that for $7.99.
Yeah.
On an eShop. Like,
so badass.
Henshin a go baby.
Yeah.
I watched the
I
cartoon.
say that way too
God
much.
about that.
I say that way too much. Let's get hyped, guys. Let's get hyped.
I am hyped.
That Capcom logo has stood the test of time.
Yeah, man, it still looks good.
It's arguably one of my favorite logos in gaming.
It's so good. They made a fight stick out of it, and it's unironically cool.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest
what are you
on
doing?
Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for?
The
Let's get
IGN
started.
music kicked in.
Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise
Village's
continues to
fighting
pioneer the
games are
latest
closing,
and
not
greatest
Village.
in
Now
survival
that's
horror.
interesting.
The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil
I think
Village,
that means
which launched last month.
New SF5
It brought the
character,
world another
SF6
chapter
teaser.
in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
I should play this game.
This music
You
is
not
fun.
played this game, Christian?
Nope.
I should
it's real
play
good.
every Resident Evil game after 3, because I've only played up to 3.
Where's Rose?
I would, but like,
She's everything to
it's
me.
kind of scary, guys.
Oh man. No, it's not at all.
Really?
No, I saw the
5 and 6, not scary.
I saw the Demon Baby. I saw the Demon Baby section of this game. This game has at least one scary part.
Yeah, that thing was horrible.
The baby and the puppet are genuinely scary. Like not funny scary. They're scary.
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident
That's the
Evil
thing I forgot about.
I
where
totally
players
forgot
go
too.
head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that
You
Resident
forgot about
Evil
this?
Arrowverse will go live next
Yeah.
month across
Next
all
month?
supported platforms.
Oh, cool.
So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Dang, this game came out in 1998. I don't like knowing that this is 25 years old.
And there it is. There's my bingo.
Wait,
Son of a
wait. I
gun.
think that's mine as well.
Thank
Playable
you, Amazon,
Leon
for that
Kennedy.
wonderful
Let's
update.
go.
Next
I got
up,
nothing.
some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter.
Fuck
Whether it's
Division. It
adventuring
screwed me out of a
alongside
bingo.
monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you.
Did Griffin also get
First,
bingo?
Let's dive
think
into the
so.
brand new
Griffin got bingo.
story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
It is so funny to me that like Monster Hunter Stories was designed to be like the beginner's introduction to Monster Hunter, and now like real Monster Hunter is just like so much more popular worldwide.
This was his fate. Red may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse.
Yeah, sexy loved one died, but like he did try to kill a
Billy and
monster.
Martha had survived
Shit
and
happens.
returned to Hekolu
What are you
Island.
gonna do?
I went there to see Red's old monster again.
Oh, he had a monster friend. That's cool.
Yeah, no, these
Then,
games
of
are like
course.
Pokemon, where you befriend monsters and
That's
fight
right.
with them.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
You were given Red's kinship stone and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
This is chaos.
This is
Yes,
the
control.
legendary monster. Ray's Wing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin.
That sounds a lot
Beat of its
like
wings
chaos.
could bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits
Damn,
are
I'm not gonna
appearing
lie. I really
everywhere,
thought she was gonna say the winds of
and they're
chaos.
emitting
I did
strange
too.
light.
No.
I just saw the subtitles. Dang, this is working on me. I'm like, I don't like Monster Hunter, but like this JRPG looks fun.
If you like turn-based RPGs and the design of like Monster Hunter monsters, you'll like it.
Forming kinship with
I do think the Monster Hunter
How do you
monsters
control them?
look cool.
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will.
Oh, they have to do the same thing that Pokemon does.
The bonds between monsters
No,
and
they
riders
like being friends. It's not like subjugation.
Yeah.
Don't think about it like that.
What kind of power does Ratha really have?
Is that Yuri Lowenthal?
Why are all of these pits appearing?
No, it's not.
And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves?
What's that name sound so familiar?
All I have are questions.
Voices.
Sasuke, Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Video
Wait.
game Spider-Man. Yosuke in Persona 4.
Sasuke
No matter what.
and Peter
I can sense the
Parker
flames
are
of his
voiced by the
rituals
same
weakening.
person.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Didn't have such great
I
power.
didn't know that, and I'm upset.
He also voiced the teenage era of Ben 10.
Oh,
in,
that's true.
the
Yeah.
2010s.
What a show.
Omniverse.
Oh, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Force.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. That's the one.
Riders can bond with monsters.
And he
During
usually
COVID, I got real bored and watched all of Ben 10 in order.
Oh no, why?
Hey, I just finished iCarly last night, so I feel you.
Oh, it was pretty good. Ben 10 holds up real well.
Humans carry the strength of
I
everyone they
should probably
meet.
watch it. I hated how much of an asshole he is as a little
Friends
kid.
here taught me that.
There's a part where he like sneaks out of his aunt's house to go like do kid stuff, and his grandpa's like, "Your aunt is very disappointed," and he's just like, "Oh, she's old. She'll forget." I'm like, "Damn, you're 10. Why are you such a dick?"
For me, it's like, where are these kids' parents? You know?
That's just superhero
I'm
shenanigans.
just
Like,
messing with you. Just messing with you. Ooh, free title update.
Yo, Palmutes.
oh dang, they know what people wanted.
How did they do better than Pokemon? The wolf is literally. I forget which one. I'm gonna say Zacian.
Old Town?
Yeah.
Are there
Hey,
too
man.
many Pokemon? I'd say
That's
yes.
the day after my birthday. The difference is that Capcom is willing to push a pretty penny to make a game good.
Yeah.
And Nintendo is like, we can make $1 billion if we only spend
Amiibos? I
1,000.
love Amiibos.
Ghost and Ghost because Game Freak couldn't care less if they tried, which
I don't know, dude.
sucks, bro. Oh man.
July 9th.
Like it's not about the games; it's about selling those
Looks pretty
Pokemon
epic,
plushies.
right? And how about that announcement? The canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new Monsties in the first free title update
I like your
coming
leather
soon
jacket.
after the
Yeah,
game's
me too.
release.
It reminds me
Claire
of
Red-
An early peek at the game
Claire
for
Redfield
Monster Hunter
energy.
Yeah,
Stories
yeah.
2
Claire.
Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to
That's
join
good.
the hunt.
I love it when
Millions
games
of you
carry
made
over so
Monster
they
Hunter Rise
save data
a
from the
huge
demos.
success earlier
Show
this
me
year.
new Apex
And we have
monsters and
even
a new
more
Elder
content
Dragon.
coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
I don't keep up with certain games, so for a second I thought there was something to do with Apex Legends, and I was like, what? But it's a Monster Hunter thing.
That transition was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Oh.
Rathalos is no runt. Moon's blessing emerge. Get ready.
Oh,
cool.
that's
You
cute.
can have him as your...
Will it be?
Yeah.
Moon's blessing emerge.
Palico.
Mm-hmm. You get armor based off their designs. That's cool.
Yeah. I always like that. I almost got Monster Hunter for the Aloy costume set. Then I didn't.
Okay. What we got? Hold on.
Are these all new quests for Rise?
Yeah. These are event quests too.
It sure seems like Capcom is like,
Hell yeah, leather legs. Shades.
Shadow Shades.
I'd buy them
microtransactions.
penguin.
My second home.
You think you can take on Rondine?
That's pretty cool. Hey, that's my birthday.
has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan, with all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures.
This game has been stuck in Japan for years.
Well, I thought it was Phoenix Wright, the Great Ace Attorney now.
19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed.
We have come so far.
Now let's hear more about the story.
I remember when people were like so afraid to be like, this character has a Japanese name. We can't push them too hard. And now that lady just said Ryunosuke Haruhodo.
To the center of the world, Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer.
Wow.
I have to.
I've never played an Ace Attorney game.
This looks good.
This looks dope.
Yeah.
This is about his grandfather.
Oh God, Islam Y. Capcom.
Sherlock shows. You must have heard of me.
Who said this? Capcom?
Yeah, Islam.
Let us engage in the art of deduction. Mr. Naruhodo.
What did you do in the chat?
Yeah,
Oh my
he's in the
God.
chat.
Oh, I should pull it up. Stream.
Oh God, Christian Y.
Is now tantalizingly close.
What do you mean?
The defense demands
What do you
its
mean,
right
what
to
do
a
I mean?
cross-examination.
I gotta say, for a series I've always thought was like quintessentially 2D.
Completely contradicts the
I know this is not the first 3D Phoenix Wright game, but Phoenix transition to 3D is pretty great.
Yeah.
Lord, with all due respect, this is an
I want to battle the prosecution so bad.
Man, it looks like that last guy was a vampire.
It's Phoenix Wright, so he very likely might be.
You're the best lawyer in the world.
Next month.
Sweet.
So
What'd I do?
10 new cases
Comes out the same
and
day
8
as
mini
The World Ends
escapades
With You
where you can take on the
sequel.
role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at
Phoenix
two
Wright?
gameplay features new to the franchise
Bold.
in the Great
Bold,
Ace Attorney
Capcom.
Chronicles. Dance of Deduction.
I
and
respect
Summation
Phoenix Wright
Examination.
gameplay, but it's a player, not a shower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm John.
She does seem really
Capcom's
nice.
marketing brand
Yeah,
manager
she does.
for Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
Where to?
I feel like we're just watching the trailer we just saw.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance
Oh,
of
okay.
Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
I thought this was the Dance of Seduction.
I also
wish.
saw that. Like in my head, I was like, wait, what?
Oh, yeah, I was tabbing out for a second and I heard Dance of Seduction and I'm like, oh, Ryunosuke's gonna put his fuck on.
Conspicuous situations that require
Same.
further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid Susato and the
His name is
brilliant
Sholmes.
deduction from Detective Herlock.
That's funny.
Yeah, so like the last 2 Sherlock Holmes books are like just shy of 100 years old, so they're still not public domain.
Herlock
So
proceeded to
Sherlock
present his
Holmes is still
logic and
technically
reasoning
like you can't
spectacular,
use his name
a grandiose
in America.
yet flawed
In Japan,
series
he's
of
straight up
deductions.
Sherlock Holmes
Mm-hmm.
because Japanese law is different.
How long was that indie showcase? 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
17 technically, but yeah.
So am I solving mysteries here and then like?
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
collect you collect evidence, and then at the trial you present it to disprove.
That
And then
rocks,
there's-
dude.
And then there's always
It's
plot
fun.
twists and stuff.
They were first on the DS, and they were perfect for the DS.
Yeah.
I miss the DS so much.
God.
Oh, I love the DS.
Shout
I
out to
always
McDonald's
love the
Wi-Fi.
DS.
Yeah, right? Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Remember every time my mom was like, "Oh, I'm
Ryunosuke
about to go do some errands." I'm like, "Are you gonna pass the
flaws
McDonald's?"
in
And she'd be
Herlock's
like,
deduction.
"Yeah," and I'll be like, "Drop me off. I'm 13. Let me play Mario Kart Wi-Fi at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Bro, I had
God,
to.
that just took me back.
I had to. I think this was for.
reveal the truth.
Yeah, this had to be for the DS or the 3DS. I don't remember which one. But during high school, I had to pick up my sister. And it was we had to wait for my parents to pick us up at the McDonald's. So I was there for like a good hour, just fucking trading Pokemon on the world WTC. And I was just like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
I would bring my DS to like Target or Walmart or wherever, and they had a thing where you could download DS demos of specific games.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like you couldn't turn your DS off because it was just saving them to RAM, and as soon as you turned it off, they were gone. And then I get I got a demo of Elite Beat Agents, and I never actually bought Elite Beat Agents as a kid. I just played Walkie Talkie Man for like 5 hours straight and like perfected it. And then I eventually got it used like way later.
I think Ryan and John deserve to know that Islam was bullied on the bus because he was playing 3DS.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember it was a trip I think in middle school or high school, but everybody was just on their DSs playing Mario Kart for like an 8-hour school bus ride.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck yeah.
Yep. That was my trip to Washington D.C. It was like.
That's what it was. It was the DC trip.
Yeah, it was the summer after because Mario Kart came out in like November, December of the year before, and then that summer we did we did the Washington D.C. trip. So like everybody had DSs and was playing Mario Kart.
Scales of justice: one black representing a guilty verdict, and one white representing a not.
Half of the IGN chat is like exaggerately being like, "Fuck yeah, Phoenix Wright gameplay," and the other half is like, "Why am I seeing so much text? This isn't gameplay. This is a book."
That's what a visual novel is.
Yeah.
This is almost too much gameplay though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the
really
idea.
is.
Like,
You'll have to identify conflicting statements.
I'm already
and
sold.
sway the
Come on,
jury
man.
in
over
your
here
favor.
talking about freaking
Examine your statement
DS
carefully.
stories.
I feel like there's been
I
so
would
many.
love for us to just talk about the DS for an hour. I love the DS.
DS is great.
I
The
feel like
goated
there's been
handheld, man.
so many really cheap sales of Phoenix Wright that if you don't know what it is by now, like, that's on you.
Also, big fan of the guy who just brought a knife to the
Provide
jury.
evidence from the court record.
To be the jury, he's just flipping a knife.
Look at the bottom of the
Never
screen.
forget, guys,
Ryunosuke's got a katana
Oh
around
shit,
his
a
belt.
Game Boy playable
You might just change the
DS.
box, too.
Yeah, that's right. Never
The
forget.
slam of their fist.
This is in pretty
Oh,
good
persuade
condition for how
It's
old
not,
it is,
it's
man.
not.
The scales of
The
love
hinge is off.
literally tip the scales of
Oh,
justice.
shit.
Yeah, I have one and the hinge is cracked
Bring
as
each
well.
contradiction to light.
It's
Persuade
definitely
them.
playable, but
This was the second one I had to buy because the hinge broke on the first one too.
Shout out to Star Fox on DS. Underrated.
Shout out to Super Mario 64 on the DS.
Oh yeah, playing as Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yoshi and
every time
Wario, right?
It was like,
to get this game.
do you guys have any games for DS? Like 90% of the time, if someone like didn't really play games, they were like, I just have Mario 64, and then we just play the mini
It already
games.
seems like I have a
Mini
bunch
games
of games
rule,
to catch
dude.
up on.
Oh yeah, they were
There are
really
some
good.
exciting new adventures and titles
Real
to
fun.
look
The
forward to.
gambling ones for some
Well,
reason.
That's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words
about
from
'em?
two of the stars of Capcom
That's it?
Fighters, Rob TV
Yeah,
and
this is the
Vicious.
last one.
They'll tell us what's been going on
30
with
minutes.
Capcom esports, including updates on the Capcom
What the
Pro Tour,
fuck?
I
Intel
told
Pro
you.
Tournament, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over
I
to
am
you guys.
severely disappointed.
Yeah.
I do want to point out they're saying Capcom Fighters, so like, I don't know. Will we have something that isn't just Street Fighter? Who knows?
It's my boy Vicious and Rob. Let's go.
My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for like some kind of Capcom crossover game.
Hollywood.
These guys
For
seem
some
cool, though.
reason, the title Capcom Pro Tour reminds me of a golfing tour.
I think that's the perfect word to describe
yeah.
what we have for everyone today. Street Fighter 5,
Yeah.
Capcom
Like the PGA.
E3, it just feels right and you feel the electricity in the air.
Big Bird's a nasty player.
What? That was
Big Bird.
And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't
My boy
fully know
Itabashi.
what competitive Street Fighter 5 is. The long and the short of it is this: we travel.
This
all
thing was
around the world,
this
state
this
to
conference
state,
was just
country to
made for
country,
Ryan and
and we
things
try
I
to bring
enjoy.
our opponent's life bar from 100
At least Square
all the way
gave us
down to
chaos.
zero, and
We
feel
didn't need
pretty
chaos,
goddamn
Islam.
good
We
doing
didn't
it.
need
That's
chaos.
right, Rob. If you think you're the best in
It's
your
like a
league,
hunger.
sign up to Capcom Pro Tour.
And a
to
motherfucker
become
starving.
possibly
I
the
am
world
starving. I haven't eaten.
That would have been a better line than what he said.
Like, I got this shirt at Kohl's. It was on sale. Chaos.
$5,000 on the line for each tournament.
Is that Garland? No, it's chaos.
This is an unpopular take, but I hate Street Fighter's skins because half the time I can't tell what character is playing with certain skins. I'm just like, who the fuck is that? Oh, that's Zangief, I guess.
In all of its glory, the Capcom Pro Tour 2021.
Should I just make a shirt that says chaos?
And that's a place that you are
Yeah.
very familiar with.
That's right. We take all of our events and broadcast it live from the
being very
stage,
serious
and we
right
check
now.
out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions.
Put the
Capcom Pro Tour
put like a
has
screen
shaped
grab
up
of the game over like a
2021. We
PS2
have
box.
32
It
events
just says
going
chaos
on
on
in
it,
the
and then
Capcom
sell
Pro
that.
Tour, spanning
screen
across
grab of the what?
19 different territories.
Of the
So there's
game.
so many
Put it on a
opportunities
PS2
for players
box
from around the world
with the title
to get
Chaos.
that ticket into Capcom Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because again,
We're
that
getting
is
a
big
chow
change
from
what 2020 was
Oh,
to what
God.
Oh, now we're
2021.
talking. I fucking love Chow's, dude. Chow Gardens.
Dude, I love Chows. I used to keep him on that little thing on my Dreamcast. I'd take him with me.
I'm gonna be
How
real
fucked
honest
up.
with you. I didn't realize chows were a thing. I thought it was chaos for a while, for a long while.
It's so fucked up that Sonic Adventure introduces a main villain called Chaos Zero, and then a bunch of cute animal characters called Chows, and they're spelled the exact same way. And it's like, what the? How do I pronounce anything in this game?
Oh my God!
Don't reach out. Don't
Why?
reach out.
Season after season, non-stop action. 6 teams of 3 duking out in this battle.
Oh,
Why
chat
is
worth
that-
reading?
No, it's not.
And the 150,000.
Say it, Ruben. Say it out loud.
Islam comes in and says, I was about to make another sexual joke, but I will spare you. Then Christian eggs him on and says, no, please, this is what it's all about. Then Islam says, the Capcom Cup Tour.
Ah.
And Islam, thank you. I appreciate that, you know? I really appreciate that.
Let's not forget,
Tasty
the
Steve.
Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions around
I
the
feel
world
like this is
are
not a
competing for
great
their
place to like
in the World Finals
mention that
happening
you have a
next
fighting
month.
game
Be sure to
tournament
check out the
series.
official website.
Like
No,
I feel like everybody.
It's not.
that
I mean, there's a
cares-
shit ton of money on the line for it, so I get it.
Islam, you don't get paid.
I just feel like everybody that cares is aware, and everyone that doesn't know
Doesn't
care.
I highly recommend,
Especially like this far in the Street Fighter V's life cycle. I mean,
Capcom Pro Tour updates on the Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far. We started
Islam.
also
Also,
you
with
keep
Japan
saying
region. We've had
Capcom
a
Fighters,
couple
and
more
you're only
events
showing a
going
single
on
fighting game.
afterwards,
Like,
but the action does not stop. In
True.
fact, we're going to be continuing off with the
Well, it's because the last one they made was shit.
for the Capcom Pro Tour.
Yeah.
Let's all get really into these fighting
100%. I mean,
games.
of course, your
Nah, I
boy
can't do
is
it,
bro.
from Ohio.
We'll get like a
Make sure
gamepad and
you guys
stuff.
tune in to see the
I
tournament.
actually do have a
You
fight
will not
stick
miss some of the
for
best
Guilty Gear.
I have
5 players in the
9
world
fight sticks that I
compete
use for
head-to-head.
different games.
I wish I had a fight stick. I don't even know what they are.
It's just like 8 arcade buttons and a arcade
Oh, okay.
in a box. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Obviously, they got a rivalry.
Now, I've been wanting to build a cab for years.
I had a
love that.
friend who like loaded up like every emulator onto like a micro PC and plugged them into a arcade cabinet, like
Yeah,
that
I've
he
seen
handmade.
people do that with Raspberry Pis and stuff.
Yeah.
Is Capcom Pro Tour.
If that's it, I'm gonna be.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been
it.
a really exciting season
That's
so
it.
far,
That's
and I
it.
can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup. Remember to check out Capcom
Capcom
Fighters'
Cup.
Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back with the
Do we
latest
need a
installment
recap?
of the survival E-verse.
I feel like you said 5 things.
It was less than that. It was 3.
It was
Four,
5 things.
four.
I counted.
No, it was
Monster
4.
Hunter Stories 2,
Monster
If we're not
Hunter
counting
counts.
esports, it was
and
4.
Monster Hunter Rise.
No, Monster Hunter counts
And
as
don't
1.
forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles. to tap
Monster
into the
Hunter?
family history of
5
Phoenix
games.
Wright
Stories
and solve
2,
new
and then
cases.
there's Monster Hunter Rise
Finally,
updates.
don't
Monster
forget
Hunter
about
counts as
esports
one.
fun.
Monster Hunter
Make
counts
sure
as
you
one.
catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is
Resident
something
Evil,
for everyone
Monster
here
Hunter,
today. But
Ace
don't go anywhere
Attorney,
yet.
and then
Join the conversation
Pro
on
Tour.
Twitter and make sure
That's
you
it,
check
4.
out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3
One more
portal
thing.
to watch all these videos
My question
again
is
and
like,
more.
how much money was
I'm Rachel
this?
Querico,
Did this
aka
cost,
Seltzer.
and was it worth
Thank
it?
you for being part of the Capcom experience at E3 this year.
Like, could you
Konami,
not
you
have?
cowards, why didn't you show
Like,
up?
I feel like all of this stuff could have been in some other, across different other conferences.
I agree.
Like,
If I learned anything, Monday, not
Horrible
necessary.
day. No, yeah, I didn't need to take off for this.
The only reason why they have it is because Nintendo was like, no, we've been doing Tuesday since 2005, and we're not changing. And so I guess they were like, well, we don't want to do Saturday, Sunday, take a nap on Monday, and then come back on Tuesday for Nintendo and Namco, I guess. It's weird. Why call it Capcom Fighters and not
What's
show
up,
a
everyone? I'm
different
Stella
fighting
Chung,
game
and
in
in
Street
today's
Fighter
fix,
5?
Starfield makes a
Because
splash with the Xbox
it's
and
nothing.
PS
It
to
wasn't
show
even
off.
something. It was
Halo
When
Infinite
it got
gets a release
designed,
window
it
and
was with Marvel Infinite in mind, but no players had it. No one would play it.
Yeah. Okay.
So the name and everything was already trademarked.
Yeah. No, I wasn't aware that this was an older thing. I thought it was a
No,
newer
this has been
branding.
around since Street Fighter V launch.
Okay.
Well, guys,
'Cause
I'm
I've been
sorry.
aware of Capcom Cup, but not the other thing.
This was a waste of a day.
Jeff Keighley tweets, "How would you rate the Capcom Showcase?
Oh God.
A,
no,
B, C, or
stop.
D?"
I'd give it a B.
What?
I'm happy.
And let me tell you, 76%
Said a
say
D.
D. Yep.
Yeah. Again, that felt like it was made only for me.
You have to do it how no, not Square Enix. How Nintendo has done it. Like Nintendo has said, like, listen, you can think that you're showing all this stuff, but we're just focusing on.
They said that though. I've told you guys that the entire day. Capcom's showing 4 things.
You're a liar. Okay.
No,
You're a
I'm not.
liar.
I
He
said they're
has
gonna
been
show
saying this all
Monster
day.
Hunter, Resident Evil,
Ryan,
Street Fighter.
you're a fucking
that's it.
liar. Okay, you're a fucking liar.
It's just that E3 is like a time for surprises. So
Yeah,
like,
man, we were hoping. You know, I feel like Konami would have given us more.
No, Konami's been
No.
a very
Listen,
reserved ass
listen.
company.
Konami would have been like, "Listen, guys, we've heard what you're saying. Stop with the pachinko
Konami
machines."
these days has basically been taking their major IPs and turning them into indie game fodder.
But no, listen. Hear me out.
Just
This
like
is
little tiny baby games, which is fine, but like from a publisher like Konami, it's kind of sad.
just hear me out.
I don't
This-
know if I like video games anymore. What?
This is my thought process for Konami. Konami's like, all right, guys, we heard you guys don't really give a shit about our pachinko machines, but like nobody really asked you. Nobody really asked you. Am I right? So here's what we're gonna do for you. We're gonna throw you a couple bones. Number 1, Metal Gear Solid remake is happening.
When?
Okay.
Sorry, when is this?
Oh, I don't know. They are doing a. They are planning to do an event. I just don't know when. They said later.
What if Blue
this
Point
year.
has 2 games in the mix? That's all I'm saying.
I
Has
don't know.
Blue Point been bought yet by?
No.
You know, I get
They
Blue Point
still
confused
haven't
with
won.
Retro Studios for some stupid reason.
That's on you.
Yeah, it is on me.
I guess Respawn or no, Armature Games is made up of people that left Retro Studios, and they've done a couple of remasters. So I can see that point, but that's not Retro Studios. That's a different studio.
Hey, let's look at it this way, guys. Let's get a good amount of
You-
sleep tonight,
Yeah.
so we're all ready for Nintendo in the morning.
Well,
Absolutely.
me and Christian can't get some sleep right now because we have in an hour coming up our Loki review episode.
Oh,
Who's
have
the?
fun.
Oh, real quick, actually.
Yes.
So Tam retweeted himself. Timur Hussein on retweeted himself saying sometimes it's okay to not have a showcase.
Andy Cortez says, "Publishers, just because you can't doesn't mean you should."
I feel like that's been this entire day is people just I don't know if like the ESA was just like passing out checks or like something
This
because
is
like
what I think.
so much of this stuff just doesn't seem financially worth it.
As someone
It's a lot of
who's,
money.
Been to a few E3s, it's companies that have big boosts, but usually only are showing off one game. But they are showing off games that they've been selling for the past about 2 to 3 months. That get massive boosts at E3, and Capcom's always had a big booth, even when years are not showing many games. So I think they're trying to translate what they do with a booth, which is way different than how it feels digitally, into a showcase. That's why I think some of these companies are doing it, because they have these massive booths.
What was
but
Take-Two? Take-Two.
Take-Two
no
was a
excuse.
GDC panel.
Yeah, it was a GDC. I wouldn't even say that. I think it was just like, we need something for E3, guys. What do we have? Well, we have a meeting internally talking about diversity. So why not just put that out on E3? All right, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Or like Gearbox. Gearbox has a massive booth at E3, but I get with the way it is, they think that things will translate into a conference, but it just won't.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
So Jeff Keighley posted a tweet a couple minutes ago, and it just says, "I did try to tell you guys," and I think that's hilarious.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
What is that in reference to?
The Capcom.
I feel like it's E3 in general. Like that's why
What
he
did
did
he?
the
What was
Summer
Jeff
Games
Keighley
Fest
saying?
thing.
Oh,
it just says, "I did try to tell you guys," and it came out like 5 minutes after the Capcom show ended.
Is he just bragging because he got to show off Elden Ring?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll look at the tweet he made before that.
All right, guys. I'm gonna end this because, yikes. Am I right? Mondays.
Mondays. Am I right? All my homies hate Mondays.
Oh God. We will see you later for. We'll see you in an hour for Loki in review.
That's day 3, baby.
Unfortunately, this is day 3. Unfortunately.
I'm ready for Nintendo and Namco tomorrow to bring the sauce.
Unfortunately.
Bring the drops.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for day 4. Nintendo, you better not fucking let me down, okay? Release this.